Hello everyone, and today we are just gonna look at implementing VPN. So let's start. We're gonna start with our server 2008 configuration first. So we're just gonna go into our server manager. Okay, and inside our server manager, you now need to add the roles. So we're gonna click on roles. And they're gonna add roles. So click on add roles. Skip this step. What we want to do is we're going to tick network policy and access services. We're going to hit next. Next again. Alright, from this checklist here, we're going to tick network policy server. We're going to route and remote access services, and well, these two by default. So click next after that and install. Okay, so now that we have our snapping installed, we're going to close this off. You can see here so that it's snapping has been installed, but it's not configured. That's why you see the red there. So we're going to close this off as well, and we're going to go into our start menu, administrative tools, and we're looking for our routing and remote access. And you can see here so it's red out because it hasn't been configured, so we're going to configure it now. We're just going to follow along with the wizard, and we're going to hit next. We're going to select VPN and next again. Now, the reason why I got in this area is because you only have one network card, and that's already been configured on the machine. So what we're going to do is we're going to click OK. We're going to go back, and we're going to choose a custom configuration. So we're going to hit next and choose VPN access. Next again. Finish. Gonna hit OK here. And we're gonna start the service. And now you can see that it's up and running. See here, so it's up and running. But before we configure this, let's go back into our start menu. Administrative tools, and you want to get network policy server. Okay, now inside our network policy server NPS, what we're going to do in here is we're going to configure some of the states before we actually set up our VPN. So network policies, we're going to click on that. Right click and we're going to hit new. We're going to create a new policy called secure VPN. Type of network access server, we're going to select remote access server VPN dial-up, and we're going to hit next. What we need to do here is add some conditions for this policy that we just created. So we're going to click add, and let's see. We're going to select the tunnel type. So add, and we want to check layer 2 tunneling type as well as point-to-point tunneling protocol. have that, we're gonna hit add again. And we also wanna add some restrictions. We can also add these restrictions from outside as well, so but I'm gonna do it here as one time. So hit add. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna not allow the use of the VPN on Sunday. So actually we're gonna deny them other deals. We're gonna permit it all day long. Okay. And next. And we're gonna select access granted here. Next again. Now in this case we're gonna remove MS chat. And once we do that, this user can change password after the expired will be grayed out. We don't want a user to change password after expired. Either so you select that, and we're gonna leave the rest as is. So Microsoft Encrypted Authentication version 2, MS Chat version 2, we're gonna leave that checked off. And you know, we actually just did this, but we're gonna do it here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna deny the user usage of the VPN on Sundays. So okay, and okay. So now we've configured our constraints. We hit next, and these are basically what we just did here. So we're gonna hit next again. And okay, this is just a summary. So we're gonna hit finish, and see here secure VPN, which is the policy we just created, is up. We're gonna close this off now, and we're gonna go back into our routing access and just maximize this, and we're gonna select ports. These are all the ports that we have available to use. What we're going to do is we're going to reduce the number of ports. So hit properties, and for one main port layer 2 TP, we're going to select that and configure, and we're going to reduce the number, so just set it to 30. Okay. Yes, and for our one main port SSTP, we're gonna configure this as well. Reduce the number of ports to 30 here as well. Okay, yes. Apply. And there you have it. Let's configure our ports. Okay, so what we're gonna do is go into our client machine, our Vista, and in here what we need to do here is we need to connect our VPN now. So we're gonna go into connect to, and we're gonna say set up connection on network. I wanna set up a connection to a workplace. So this last option here, we're gonna hit next, and we're gonna use my internet connection. We're gonna set up the internet connection later. Okay, now all we need to do is we need to type in the IP address of our server here. So 192.168.1.1, and the destination name would be 2, and I'm gonna hit next now. Alright, so normally what they would have is actual username and a strong password, but the purposes of this tutorial I'm just going to use my administrator. case say I need to set up an internet connection before I can do it. So I'm going to do is I'm just going to close this over. I right click on my net and open up my network sharing center. If I click on manage connections now, you can see my server VPN has been connected. What I need to do is connect this. I'm going to hit properties. And you can see here so that it already has the presets, and this is the server that's going to be looking for. So the properties again. I'm going to hit connect. Now I'm going to enter the password that I just created across there. It's connecting to my server 2 VPN. I've been authenticated. And now you can see how it's connecting. It's saying connecting here, so. And it's no longer here because I'm now connected. So I'm going to go back into my server. I'm going to click on ports. And one of these ports should be saying active. So I'm just going to scroll down to see which one it is. Just scroll down a bit and see. Here it is. My VPN was connected through this port, VPN 127 port, and you can see it's active. So this means that my VPN is up and running. So thanks everyone for looking at my tutorial video, and